everybody, it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is August 22nd, 2018, and this is your weekly Wednesday comic book pickups video. Every week, I pick up my kids at least one comic each. Usually it's more than one, but at least one each week. Sometimes it's not anything that's new that week, because there's not that many books they're currently reading. Sometimes it's back issue books, but I get them at least one comic each. I used to say just the boys one comic each, but more and more it's become Gracie gets one too. Even though she can't read yet, she likes the colors and the pictures and all that stuff. All right, you ready? Okay. Now this week, there were actually quite a few new issues I picked up. Because two of the books the boys currently read came in, and then there was one that I wanted to let Blaze try out, and then one for Gracie as well that was new. So let's jump right in. First of all is Big Trouble in Little China, Old Man Jack from Boom Studios. I can't remember what issue number this is, and it doesn't say it on the front. It probably does say it on the front, and I'm just missing it, just like I did the other week with that date thing. Let's see. Number 12. This might be the final issue of this. Blaze has this entire series, and every one of them has this Kenner Batman Returns homage cover. This one is Wang Chi with the, looks like Woody from Toy Story outfit on. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to show you too much of it, but this is the art style of the book. Blaze finds this book very funny. I'm trying not to spoil anything here. Let's just see if this is the final issue or not. The end, yes. This is the final issue. Number 12, it's on the back. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer because Blaze has really enjoyed this series for so long. For it to be the final one, that's kind of sad. I will say that I don't know if a lot of other people are picking this up. This is the only copy my shop orders is my copy because nobody else was picking the book up, but he loves it. So maybe people just don't know it's out there. Who knows? Next up, for Keaton, Venom, issue 5. This book is selling great. So I'm really glad Keaton has these so far, because if I had to go back and pick them up, there's no chance I could do that. Every single back issue is out of stock at my local comic shop. Speaking of which, my local comic shop is here in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014, Queen City Comics. That's where I get my books. This continues the same writing team, Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman doing the pencils. Looks like Miles Morales Spider-Man's in here again. Whoa, look at that. Dude, that's an awesome 2-page spread. Venom with some giant bat wings. He likes this book. I need to borrow his to read them because I don't have them. So I'm going to have to read that vicariously through him. Well, I guess not vicariously. I'm collecting it vicariously through him. This is the one I wanted to grab for Blaze to try out. He reads Daredevil, likes Punisher a lot. So this new Punisher series started today with a new #1 issue, of course, because Marvel always does #1 issues. Legacy numbering, 229. Why even bother to do the legacy numbering? You're just going to keep renumbering stuff anyway. Cool cover. It's neat. Like a classic Punisher shot. I'm glad he's out of that War Machine armor. This was $4.99, which is getting to be pretty ridiculous. It's written by Rosenberg. I guess Kudaransky's on the art. I kind of flipped through this at the shop. I wasn't that impressed with the art. You know, like, it's okay. I mean, I know the style they're going for here. I'm not a big fan of it. Baron Zemo, that's cool. Yeah. So hopefully this is more of a return to form for Punisher, with just him taking out bad guys. Sorry about my air conditioning being so loud, but it's hot out. So that's for him. That was new this week. Sorry, I got my books all going everywhere. Next up is Strawberry Shortcake for Gracie. This is the book she actually asked me to get today. She said, can you get me a strawberry, she calls it Dort Cake, the Strawberry Dort Cake. So this is for her. I picked up an old issue of Strawberry Shortcake from IDW. She has a bunch of these. We picked them up at Bookery Fantasy for $1 each. But she didn't have this one, I don't think, so I grabbed that one. Next up is a new book for Gracie, and that's DuckTales number 11. This just came in this week. We love the DuckTales series. We love the DuckTales toys. And Keaton also likes to read this book. So this is a good one that he can read to her and she can enjoy as well. Looks like there's a bunch of smaller stories in one book, which is kind of cool. Good art style, fun series, cool book. All right, next up. Look at this. I told you guys I quit Amazing Spider-Man. Everybody kept telling me that the book is good, though, and I should come back and get it. But I couldn't do it. I had to resist. so I cheated. This is for Keaton. With Keaton only having one book and everybody else having 2 books, I said, you know what? He loves Spider-Man. He'll give it a try. And if he likes it, then maybe I'll go back and pick it up. So that's my go-around in collecting Spider-Man. Yeah, I'd still need to get 801, but I grabbed this issue 1 because issue 4 came in this week, and it looked interesting. And I was like, man, I really do want to maybe go back and read those ones I'm missing. And this is how they always get me. So I'm going to let Keaton read it. This seems like it'd be up his alley. A bunch of Spider-Man villains, Spidey doing Spidey stuff. Give it a shot. And maybe I'll borrow his. So, all right. That is it this week. A lot of books. As always, if you guys have recommendations for us to read things, just leave them in the comments. If you enjoy the videos, please hit like and subscribe, hit notify, stay updated. Yeah. All right, well, I'm signing off here, guys. See you next week.